Hello there, my name is Peter. I'm the owner of the company WebBake. Today we'll be chatting about the price points for different types of websites and other design services. If you are trying to find a web development agency, you've probably been stuck with a confusing element of trying to figure out what companies charge for their websites. And majority of the companies, I would say 80% of the agencies, they don't have their pricing on their websites. That's why you usually have to reach out to them. So I've done a bit of work, I guess, on your behalf. I've called a bunch of companies, and I've graded them out so I wouldn't have their information on online, but you can repeat the process if you want to. Find companies within your local location, and then you'll be able to get somewhat of a similar picture. So some of the agencies here, I would say about right here, they're more or less global. They're not localized, and they're competing on a large scale with other large agencies. And we do have a couple of outliers. I've highlighted them in yellow. So those are the agencies that outsource their work to other countries. A lot of the higher price points here that you're seeing, most likely they're also outsourcing their work. It's a very common thing that they do nowadays. But you might not even know that that's what's happening behind the scenes. The outsourced websites usually are of a bad quality. I would say about 5% of the outsourced websites actually come back, and they're of a good enough quality to actually survive a couple of years. The other ones, they usually don't make it that long. The way that they're constructed, internal architecture is really screwed up. So I've run some calculations here to put together an average. This is what I've done. I've removed the outliers from the calculation. I'm also removing the $30,000 price point for five-paged website, which is a bit of a ridiculous price point, to be honest. But that's what we're having. So the single-paged website averages at about $2,000. I'd say 1,500 is a more realistic price point, but as we can see, the reality is quite different. The reality is it's actually averages out about $2,000 for a single-paged website. Five-paged website averages out at about $3,000. An e-commerce website, I haven't concentrated on e-commerce, so I guess just ignore that one. Business card design, it's $258. Flyer design, just basic flyer, $400. Trifold brochure, you just disregard that one. There's very little data points here. Logo design, fairly good distribution for logo design, so we're getting about $800 for logo design. So that's pretty much the average, say, for a number of companies that we have been able to reach out to. We're going to continue this experiment. I'm going to probably hire somebody to go through different locations, and we can see there's companies in Philadelphia, and there's a couple of companies in Lancaster. Somebody that would reach out and get a bit more price points from different locations. Then we can actually also compare location to location. And also get the more accurate average. But yeah, that's a lot of work that we've done here, and here are the results of what you would expect to pay for a website design. Also, in terms of the maintenance, there's I think it was this company, they charge at least $50 for maintenance per month for their very basic HTML website, which I think is a bit of a nonsense, because you really don't need to manage those. The WordPress website that they have, they do maintenance for $150. and you have to have maintenance. They're not going to build a website without that. All right, so there we go.